What's up, Homedawgs? My name is Gokey Gamer, and welcome everybody to week 5 of the SDA, where this week we're going to be going up against none other than WMAR, coach of the Tennessee Gaming Cetitans. Your boy is unfortunately not doing very well right now in the season. We are currently 1-3. We've had some really bad luck with certain games. We've also made plays that have been really rough, especially in the last game. Be sure to check that out. Hindsight 2020, definitely should have stayed in with Frogadier, but that's besides the point. I'm here, I'm ready to fix my mistakes, and I'm ready to finish off this season, hopefully strong, so that way we can get into a playoff spot. We're definitely not out of playoffs yet, however, we definitely have a long ways to go before getting back into a playoffs position. And it's going to start here with hopefully a win. My opponent's team is currently Hisuian Samurott, Rillaboom, Gliscor, Skeledirge, Florgist, Jolteon, Meloetta, Skuntank, Duraludon, Girder, and Excadrill. Fun fact about this team, while I was actually prepping for it, I actually got notified that there were some transactions made. Originally, instead of Skuntank, my opponent had an Avalugg, my opponent had a Muck instead of a Girder, and my opponent had a Terrakion instead of an Excadrill. Something I will say that I am very much a fan of. I think these trades are actually a lot more beneficial for me in terms of prep, because it's a lot easier for me to prep because of certain things. I'll get into that in a bit. Skuntank can be Tera Dark, Ghost, Grass. Jolteon can be Tera Grass, Fairy, or Ice. Girder can be Tera Dark, Steel, or Fairy. The previous two Tera captains before Skuntank and Girder were Avalugg with Fighting, Steel, and Ghost, and Muck with Grass, Dark, and Water. Overall, I think Jolteon's going to come with Tera, probably Grass, honestly, if I had to guess. Specifically for Ursaluna, I could also see Tera Ice. I don't think Tera Fairy makes an appearance, because I think they're going to want something to help handle the Ursaluna. There was a couple of sets I thought about running, which I'll get into a bit. In terms of what I think my opponent's going to bring, I think Hisuian Samurott's coming, I think Gliscor's coming, I think Skeledirge is coming, I think Jolteon, specifically Tera Grass or Ice, is coming. I think Excadrill has a decent chance of coming. I think Girder, honestly, has a decent chance of coming. I could also see Rillaboom as well. I could also see Florgist as well. So there's a lot of things my opponent can bring. However, I think I actually have a really good team going into this. I know I've said it before, but hopefully, I think this time it will actually come in clutch. So let's go ahead and talk about the team. Starting off, we have the return of Frogadier, the apprentice. I need to rename this because I traded off a different set for this. But this week we're holding the Choice Specs instead of the Choice Scarf with Surf, Ice Beam, Switcheroo, and U-Turn. The reason we're running Specs instead of Scarf, because actually, fun fact, because of the trades, we now are the second fastest Pokemon on my opponent's side. The only thing that outspeeds Frogadier besides a Scarf is, in fact, the Jolteon. That's why them trading Terrakion away was such a big buff for us, because Terrakion was a much worse threat than mons like Excadrill, Skuntank, and Girder. So this is a very, very great boon for us. We have Protean, Surf, Ice Beam, Switcheroo, and U-Turn with Tera Water this week. This is one of the 2 Tera captains I am bringing for this fight. I don't think I will be Teraing this Pokemon, but maybe we will. Who knows? I'm very excited for this. I think this is going to put in a lot of work, just because Surf and Ice Beam combo works really well versus my opponent's team. Switcheroo being able to spec something else, especially if it's something like Girder or Excadrill or even kind of Duraludon, or even like Skeledirge, ideally not, but Gliscor also, Rillaboom, Hisuian Samurott, and then also being able to fire off a U-Turn is obviously really, really great as well. Next up is none other than Pinky the Clefable holding the leftovers. It's one of my favorite Clefable sets ever in general. This is a little bit modified, obviously, but I love Clefable sets like this. Stored Power, Draining Kiss, Defense Curl, and Calm Mind with Unaware. This set is meant to take on the Skeledirge. Obviously, not being able to heal up is obviously really, really scary, but Skeledirge can't 1v1 me, which is obviously really, really nice. Yeah, if I set up enough, nothing really wants to take a hit from this thing. I thought about running Moonblast, or Moonlight, I should say, instead of Draining Kiss, but I decided Draining Kiss was better because of Skuntank being there as well as Hisuian Samurott. That being said, will this make or break the team? I don't know, hopefully not. But in terms of my stats are max HP and max special defense, obviously again to help out with Skeledirge in case it gets out of hand a little bit. And in terms of my Frogadier, I'm max special attack with almost enough speed, speed boosting nature to outspeed Gliscor. Next up on the team, we have got Sand/Tera Steel this week with the Expert Belt, Ice Spinner, Iron Head, Rapid Spin, and Earthquake. This is the other set that we are bringing. This is the other Tera Captain, I should say, we're bringing with max attack, very high speed investment. At +1, I outspeed Gliscor. At +2, I outspeed Jolteon. I originally had agility on this set specifically for Terrakion. However, because of the fact that Terrakion is now gone and I can outspeed Gliscor +1, I decided this is just a much better move to run. Jolteon is not going to want to really handle this Pokemon, especially once I Tera Steel, because I resist almost everything minus electric moves. So this is just a really, really great Pokemon in general for this fight, and I think Tera Steel is going to put in a crap ton of work because I can just Iron Head things to death, and it's going to be beautiful. Next up, we have got Mandibuzz. This is the physical wall answer for Hisuian Samurott and Rillaboom. Holding the Rocky Helmet this weekend, this could also very well be the lead. HP and defense is maxed out. Knockoff, U-turn, Roost, and Defog. Defog is there to get rid of hazards set up by Hisuian Samurott or Gliscor or Skuntank or things like that. Knockoff is there to get rid of items. U-turn is there for momentum, and that's pretty much all you need to know about this set. Next up is Steampunk with the leftovers this week as well. Steam Eruption, Flamethrower, Heavy Slam, and Earth Power. With Water Absorb, this set is actually a very interesting set. Mixed attack again, as always, because I love mixed attack Volcanion. Steam Eruption Flamethrower stabs just does a crap ton of damage versus my opponent's team. Earth Power also handles things like the Jolteon, which is obviously very nice, and Excadrill as well, or Skuntank. And Heavy Slam is there specifically for the Florges. I can two-shot any Florges set unless it is max HP, max defense. That is the only set that I can't two-shot, and even if that doesn't work, that gives me a lot of intel about the set. So yeah, that is Volcanion. Last but not least is, in fact, Mudbath the Ursaluna, with Body Slam, Headlong Rush, Bulk Up, and Ice Punch. Classic, Ursaluna set, max HP, max attack. This thing is just meant to claim lives. The only thing that can really devastatingly stop this is Tera Jolteon. Obviously, there are other Pokemon that can do a lot of damage versus this as well, but Jolteon is the main one that I am concerned about. All in all, I think this is a fantastic team. The one thing I will say as well, Draining Kiss over Moonlight obviously is not ideal. In fact, I might actually change that last minute. I'll let you know if I do. In fact, yeah, I think I will change that last minute just because I can. So instead of Draining Kiss, I will have Moonlight, just because I don't want Skeledirge to 1v1 me. So yeah, with that being said, that is the team I've got, and now let's plop into the battle. Plop! Plop, and we are back. So here we go. Good luck, have fun to my opponent, as always. And, yeah, I'm very excited about this team. I did go ahead and change Clefable from Draining Kiss to Moonlight. If one of the Dark types comes, I just have to work around it. And depending on what makes an appearance, Mandibuzz could be a lead. We will see. No Jolteon! Oh my god, that's amazing. Okay, so we see Skuntank, Duraludon, Florges, Rillaboom, Samurott, and Meloetta. Wow, okay, no Gliscor, which is amazing. I'm a big fan of no Gliscor. Yeah, Mandibuzz is actually a very safe lead here. Mandibuzz is very, very good. No Skeledirge either, so Clefable, once everything goes down, I also forgot to name my Pokemon, whoops. Once Clefable goes down, then that's really, really great for me. Alolan Sandslash looks phenomenal here, especially once Samurott goes down. So yeah, I'm a massive fan of all of this. This is very good for ya boy. Very, very, very good indeed. I'm a massive fan. Okay, so let's see here. No Skeledirge was obviously really great. They probably were scared about Clefable, although in most sets, I will say I do really wish I had Draining Kiss now, but that is what it is. No Jolteon is phenomenal. My Ursaluna looks really good, especially if I can set up a bulk up. We see Skuntank. That is the one Tera Captain as well. That's the Tera Captain I'm the least worried about, if I'm being honest. So, wow, okay. I was not expecting this at all. Okay. So Skuntank can be Dark, Ghost, or Grass. Obviously, I'm hoping for Ghost or Grass, especially for Clef. Good luck, have fun to my opponent, and we will see what happens. Alright, Minstrel is Samurott. Perfect lead. That is perfect for me. Perfect for ya boy. Okay, so Mandibuzz versus Samurott Hisui with an OU lead. Let's see here. 50. Razor Shell does 26-32%. I could just click Knock here, or click Defog as well, assuming a Ceaseless Edge comes out here. Or I can just click U-turn as well. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click Knock and see what my opponent wants to go for. They could go for Flip Turn. They do go for Flip Turn. They're going to get some Rocky Helmet Chip, and we're going to knock off whatever wants to come in here. A knockoff on anything is really, really good here. No lie score really surprises me. That's very interesting for me because my one ice type is Sand Slash, which is a physical mon, which obviously my Glide score does a lot better against. Skuntank is the what comes in here. Okay, so Skuntank comes in. We knock off, bada bing, bada boom. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. They have Rocky Helmet as well, which is very interesting. They could Flamethrower here, so I don't want to just hard swap into Jack Frost. I also don't want Frogadier or Steampunk getting poisoned, but definitely Mandibuzz needs to be healthy. Mandibuzz needs to be healthy for Hisuian Samurott. So I think what I'm going to do here, Frogadier isn't needed in this game, so assuming a poison move is coming off here, I'm just going to switch it to Frogadier. Frogadier is the Pokemon that's that's least useful here. Depending on what I can choice, that also could be really, really great for me as well. They knock off my specs, which is unfortunate. It is what it is. I think what I'm going to do here is I could just click Surf and then switch in whatever I want to for free. And that's what I'm going to do here. I'm just going to click Surf. No reason for me to try to overpredict. They do go for Sucker, so that is unfortunate, but at least we get some intel. So Knockoff and Sucker. Obviously very, very good intel. Mudbat's a very easy switch. I can just click Headlong Rush on anything. Obviously losing Leftovers is not ideal, but if this thing, this thing is probably going to be Grass. This thing is probably going to be Tera Grass. So if I go Ursaluna versus Skuntank, Tera Grass, and it Terras, Ice Punch does 76 to 91%, and I can bulk up for free versus this thing. Yeah, I can bulk up for free, so I'm just going to switch in this thing. We've seen Sucker Punch, we've seen Knockoff, so I am Guts as well, so if it does go for Guts, then that's really, really great for me, obviously. So we lead this thing. If they switch to Rillaboom, that's obviously phenomenal for me as well. They can't really stay in because they're not going to do that much to me. They do swap out so we get a free bulk up. We're going to see what comes in here. What is this going to be? This is Florges. Okay. Florges. So we should be able to tank any hit from this thing, ideally. Headlong Rush does 89 to 105. So I think I'm just going to click that button here. There's zero reason for me not to. I'm just going to click the button. Grass Knot pops off. I don't think this will kill. Yeah, it doesn't kill. Perfect. Perfect. Alright. That picks up the KO, which is amazing for me. So we are currently at 50%, so I do have to keep that in mind. And Rocky Helmet Chip, so that's good to know. Floor just goes down. That's very, very good for a lot of Pokemon. That is very, very nice. Rillaboom could come in here. In that case, I just switch in Mandibuzz. Mandibuzz looks really amazing in this game, for sure. Donkey Kong, that is going to be the Rillaboom. So, Rillaboom, there's no reason for it to not click a Grass move here, or Knock, honestly. Knockoff is obviously a move it can click too. I think what I'm going to do here, oh, actually, and something else to point out too, Jack Frost can easily sweep. So that's very, very good intel to know as well. I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to switch in Mandibuzz. Because I can take any hit that I want to versus this thing, and then I can just Roost next turn for very, very easy. For very easiness. Let's see what pops off here. Drum Beating. Ooh, interesting. I'm okay with that. That's not a lot of damage either, so Drum Beating. There's no way you're banned in that case. I very highly doubt that. 15 to 17%, yeah, so you're probably like max attack something, but I'm just gonna click Roost here because there's zero reason for me not to. Knockoff, that's fine. Does Diddly Squat. I can click Knockoff for free as well. Pretty free. I fire off a Roost. This might actually allow me to take some recovery as well. Because I am slower, I can just switch out for free. I do get recovery. That is really, really good. I'm just going to click U-turn for free. There's zero reason for me not to. They click U-turn. Very, very good. Yeah, they're going to have a really hard time breaking Mandibuzz for sure. Skuntank could come in here. I could see a Skuntank. Let's see, Skuntank, assuming you're that. 50, yeah, so Skuntank comes in here. I might want to switch into Alolan Sandslash and fire off. Let's see, Tera Steel. Not Flamethrower does 41 to 48%. My guess is the way this is being played, it is Tera Grass. Steampunk could easily come in here as well, actually. Steampunk, Volcanion. Because even like a Steam Eruption, it's not going to really want to take. Or a Flamethrower, honestly. Both are not great for it. And I don't need it that badly. It's good for Duraludon. Let's see here. I think I'm gonna go into Steampunk. I don't want to. I need Sandslash to stay as healthy as possible for the end game. And if this thing can go, that would be phenomenal for me. I could go Flamethrower for free here, because I'm expecting it to probably Tera Grass, is my prediction if it decides to stay in. And Flamethrower does a massive chunk of damage regardless, so we're looking in a pretty good spot here. We are definitely looking at them to be in a quite nice spot. The only thing I want to come in here is Hisuian Samurott, which we still punish, especially if it gets burned. So Flamethrower is just the easiest play for me to make. Again, not seeing threats like Gliscor or Skeledirge makes that a lot easier to play too. They do switch out Skuntanks. Again, that tells me that's probably Tera Grass. Samurott comes in, so we're going to fire off a Flamethrower. I don't think there's anything you can really do to me. Can we get a burn? Cheeky burn? No cheeky burn. Okay. Samurott, Hisui. How much am I doing with certain moves? Because I'm honestly okay with taking a bit of damage. Ceaseless Edge is 27 to 32%. You could just easily flip turn here. So I think what I'm going to do here is actually Steam Eruption and hope for a burn. That'd be amazing. Ceaseless Edge does pop off. They are going to get some hazards up, which is okay. It's not the worst thing in the world. Because Mandibuzz can come in for free against anything. So, especially if it's like Rillaboom. So I think I just click Steam Eruption again, honestly. I get even more recovery because of that, so that's fine by me. There's no reason for me to just not stay in here. There's zero reason for me not to stay in, I don't think, and just click Steam Eruption again. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to click Steam Eruption and hope for a burn. Especially because if I get a burn, then I can switch out for free. Nothing wants to take a Steam Eruption, besides maybe Rillaboom. And even then, Rillaboom doesn't want to get burned, so it doesn't want to risk that either. So that pops off. Bada bing, bada boom. Steam Eruption pops off. Boom. Beautiful. If we can fire off a burn, that'd be great. No burn, but that's okay. They are probably going to click Ceaseless again. So I'm going to go ahead and swap into Mandibuzz. If they do predict that, that's not the worst thing in the world. I'm actually kind of glad I lost my Rocky Helmet here, so that way this thing doesn't die. Mandibuzz comes in. We do see a Ceaseless Edge, which does diddly squat damage. My opponent will lose this exchange. I fire off a Defog to get rid of these hazards. They can flip turn here, they can hard swap, they can go for Ceaseless again. They do hard swap, they do opt to hard swap. It's probably into Duraludon if I had to guess. What's that going to be? It is going to be Duraludon. So we see Mandibuzz. Duraludon, I believe, naturally outspeeds me. Yeah, okay. So this is a special Mon. I could see it firing off a... Ooh, no. Definitely don't want to do that. I kind of want to make this gutsy play into Ursaluna here. It could fire off a Draco. It could definitely fire off a Draco. It does 50 to 59% to me. What does it do to Ursaluna? 53 to 63. It will kill if it lands. Ursaluna does not look amazing for the rest of this game. So I think I am going to go ahead and let Ursaluna go down. And if they fire off a Thunderbolt, then that's even better, because I can stay in for free. Ursaluna comes in. We see an Iron Defense. Okay, so you're definitely going to be a Body Press set, probably, if I had to guess. If you're at +2 with Eviolite. Headlong Rush still does 49 to 59%. I'm just going to fire it off. I am just going to fire it off. Unless you could be like max HP, obviously, but Body Press. Okay, that's fine. Here, I can switch into Volcanion. I can switch into Volcanion for free pretty easily. I can also switch into No, I don't switch into Jack Frost here. Definitely not. Yeah, I could switch into Volcanion. Earth Power does 70 to 84%. I could also switch into Clef and just start setting up. Flash Cannon does 50 to 59%. If it is that, if it's Heavy Slam, which it could be, does 24 to 30%. I think what I'm going to do here, I could switch into Clef. I could also switch into Steampunk and just fire off an Earth Power. Both are pretty viable. I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to switch into Steampunk and just fire off an attack. I could go, yeah, I think I just go Earth Power here. There's zero reason for me not to. There is absolutely zero reason for me not to. Skuntank, I think, is obviously not Terraing as well because of Clef, so I do have to keep that in mind too. Clefable cannot sweep until the Skuntank Teras into anything that's not Dark type. Or until it dies. So my opponent's very clearly thinking here. Nothing is going to want to take this hit. I do have to keep in mind most of my Pokemon do not outspeed this. Naturally. So I do have to keep that in mind. Body, they are debating about what to do. They do live, but that was a crit. That sucks. I am pretty upset about that. That is pretty upsetting, I'm not gonna lie. Because that would definitely, that crit definitely matters here, because I could just stay in again and click it again. I think what I have to do here, though, is I have to just go into Clef after this and then just start clicking Calm Mind and Defense Curl. So I think what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to click... Do I let Volcanion go down here? Yeah, I think I... Ooh, no. I think I do have to let it go down here just in case. Okay, I could have swapped into Clef there, but now I definitely switch into Clef. Now I definitely switch into Clef and I click Calm Mind because Heavy Slam I don't think is going to do that much to me. Yeah, Heavy Slam, I can live a Heavy Slam for sure, even if it is max attack. Let's see, you're adamant. Yeah, I can live that. So I think I just click Calm Mind here. What's its face probably comes in. Heavy Slam, that should be fine. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, we can take that. Calm Mind, bada bing, bada boom. Alright, so you are definitely more physical than special, so that's good to know. I'm just going to click Moonlight here. I know it's going to be annoying. My opponent's going to hate it, but that's what you get when you play crits versus me. Moonlight. Heavy Slam. That's fine. We're really banking on no crits. I really need to get to a +1 as well at some point to help take this hit better. So I will be back until when something happens. I will be back. I will be back. Alright, so I click Defense Curl. This will probably cue in my opponent as well to see what set I actually am. They're probably going to expect me to be Stored Power. They are probably going to expect me to be Stored Power. I don't know if they switch out here. I do not know if they switch out here. We do take this hit. Let's see, Stored Power does 17 to 20% to this set. Which I am pretty sure is just max attack, probably max speed. Scaring this thing out is obviously the best case scenario. So I'm just going to keep recovering. This does prevent a sweep, obviously, which is really, really good for me. They do withdraw. They probably go into Skuntank. If I click Draining Kiss here, that'd be amazing. They do switch into Skuntank. But Clefable can still 1v1 most things, which is obviously really, really good for me. So we restore our things. Restore back up to full, which is obviously really great. I'm going to go ahead and swap. I think I could swap easily into Mandibuzz, and I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to swap into Mandibuzz here. And then probably click U-turn if I had to guess. They could hard swap here. I don't think they do. They don't. They click Gunk Shot. Okay, so we should take this. Yeah, perfect. The poison does suck here, unfortunately, because it's going to make things a lot harder for me to sweep with. I think what I do here is I'm just going to go ahead and click U-turn regardless. I will go ahead and click U-turn here regardless. And then Tera Steel, Rapid Spin. I think this is where I'm going to have to start trying to sweep with what's-its-face. The Hisuian Samurott is down very heavily. Meloetta is not going to enjoy tanking and Tera Steel Iron Head. Ariana, speaking of, Meloetta comes in here, so I'm going to go ahead and U-turn out. This could be weakness policy, based on this play. It's not weakness policy, which is really good for me. Meloetta, I think here I just easily swap it to Jack Frost, and I just click Tera Steel Rapid Spin. Let me see here. Meloetta, I should outspeed this. Yeah, I definitely outspeed this. Okay, if I set up a Rapid Spin. I'm going to Terrestrialize and Rapid Spin here, I think. Yeah, I'm going to Tera Rapid and Rapid Spin. Hopefully we can win the game with Alolan Sandslash now. That is the most ideal case scenario. Because everything is weakened down enough. All we need is a couple of good luck on our end. I think U-turn pops off, so we are going to get a free Rapid Spin here. We are going to get a free Rapid Spin. And we are just going to have to get a bit lucky, I think. I think that's what's going to have to happen here. Which is definitely possible. We've had a lot of bad luck in the last couple of games, so I think we're due for some good luck here. Samurott comes in. Perfect. I'm okay with that. I'm very much okay with that. So I just click Rapid Spin here. Boom. Dies. Perfect. So now we're at +1. Beautiful. Alright, Sandslash gets a kill. Skuntank and Duraludon cannot come in here. It has to be Meloetta or Rillaboom. I have Ice Spinner for Rillaboom, which is going to do a crap ton of damage. Pow Pow is going to be Duraludon. Okay. I should be able to KO this, I imagine. It's going to do a lot of damage. Duraludon, unless you're like max defense, I think that'd be the only case where I don't KO. Earthquake should KO. I'm clicking Earthquake. The play here would have been going to Rillaboom. Yeah, the play there should have been going into Rillaboom to weaken the power of Earthquake, because then we would have had a game, for sure. Then we definitely would have had a game. Body Press. Because Body Press, well, actually, even then, not really. Interesting they're not going Meloetta. Very, very interesting. I'm definitely okay with the Grassy Surge. This is not going to do that much damage. Oh, you're going to try to fire off a Drum Beating, aren't you? To lower my speed. That's what's going to happen here. Rillaboom, you're not banded, but... You're definitely not banded. Let's see, 50. Ice Spinner... Ice Spinner might actually KO from this range. So I think that's what I'm going to do here. Let's see, I'm trying to think. Okay, wait. What's dead? The only things that are not dead is Meloetta and Skuntank are not dead. I think what I'm going to do here, I can take any hit from this thing, right? Yeah, I don't need Expert Belt here, I don't think. If I lose my Expert Belt... Ice Spinner does 76 to 92%. Rapid Spin still does 16 to 20. I think I'm going to Rapid Spin here, I think is my best play. To make sure that they don't fire off a Drum Beating. Critical hit, that's actually that could matter depending on what they go for here. They do knock off, which is okay. That's okay. It's not the most ideal, but again, we should be fine. I just click Ice Spinner here and get rid of this thing. The main reason I did that was just that way in case they clicked Drum Beating, because obviously if they click Drum Beating, then that could have been a big problem. Grassy Glide pops off here. Not very effective. Very, very good for me. Perfect. Boom. Beautiful. Okay. The Skuntank, I'm pretty sure, is, I'm assuming it's going to be Tera Grass. I just am going to assume it's Tera Grass. Meloetta is probably going to come in here if I had to guess. I think that's the play. No, Meloetta does not come in here. Very interesting. Okay, you have a lot more HP than I thought you did. Okay, so Skuntank. Again, I think you're going to be... I think you are going to definitely be, I think you're definitely going to be a frickin' whatchamacallit. They do Tera. I think you're going to be Tera Grass here, if I had to guess. We're going to see if it's Tera Grass. Are you Tera Grass? You are Tera Grass. Okay. And actually, Clefable can 1v1 Meloetta too, I think. I think Clefable will be able to 1v1 Meloetta, for sure. They don't go for Sucker. They probably went for Flamethrower then if they have it. Hopefully this flinches. Flinch? Flinch? Okay, that's fine. Actually, that's not fine, because Sucker Punch might kill here. Yeah, Sucker Punch kills. That's fine, though. Actually, is that fine? That might not be fine. That might not be fine. That might not be fine. Okay. I'm gonna switch it to Mandibuzz because that's all I can do. And I think I'm gonna have to try to KO this thing. That's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to rely on KOing this thing with a... I'm gonna just click U-turn. Hopefully it misses Gunk Shot. They swap. Okay, so they know this is their end game. They know this is their end game win con. Ariana Grande comes in. They know that's their end game win con. Because they definitely know now that I'm stored power for sure. Okay. Fudge. This is not great for me. This is really not great for me. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do here is I think I have to click Defense Curl versus Skuntank, and I'm going to have to somehow 1v1 Skuntank. I'm going to have to somehow 1v1 Skuntank. I don't know how I feel about that. Side Shock, that's fine. That's not fine, never mind, that's not fine. That's not fine. Oh god. Crap, dude. That might not be fine. Mandibuzz can still win this, actually. Wait a minute, hold on, I'm gonna look something up here. Because that did a lot of damage. Meloetta. Psyshock 43 to 50%. Are you Modest Specs? You might be Modest Specs, actually. I bet you are Modest Specs. I bet you could be Modest Specs, actually. I think, yeah, because that did a lot of damage to me. I want to Moonlight. They withdraw. Okay. They withdraw. I'm going to have to somehow stall out Gunk Shots on this Pokemon. I think that's my win con. That is my win con. I'm going to have to stall. Which is obviously not the way you want to play the game. It's really not the way you want to play it, but... And we have to hope for a miss. We have to hope for a miss here. So I'm going to click Defense Curl. Oh, it's Tera Grass now! Oh shoot, it's Tera Grass. I can kill this thing. Never mind, I can kill this thing. It's Tera Grass. Yeah, I did not think about that. Hold on, I can kill this thing. It's Tera Grass. But I should... What I should do... I still need to play this really safe, though. I still need to make sure I play this safe. Skuntank. Swing your Jolly. Let's go to 50. Gunk Shot does 51 to 62% right now. At +2. If I go to +3, 41 to 50%. Do I try to KO this thing? Yes, I do, because I cannot beat Meloetta right now. I cannot beat Meloetta. I have to click Defense Curl. Oh man, I'm so sorry, dude. I'm so sorry for the double miss. The double miss there really matters a lot. That double miss is going to really suck for my opponent. I'm so sorry, fam. I am so sorry. I still have to click it just because Gunk Shot still does a crap ton of damage to me. I think that's their last... They should have a couple more Gunk Shots in play. Yeah, they have to hope for a crit now, I think. Which obviously is really scary, but that's just what they have to hope for. Now what I should plan for is being able to 1v1 the Meloetta. Because I also have to keep in mind I only have 2 more Moonlights left. We do get the poison, which is fair. Meloetta. I need to be able to KO Meloetta, which I do not. I definitely do not right now. So the poison definitely sucks here. If I set up +1/+1 Calm Mind. Stored power, I think I need to do Calm Mind twice. No, not even. I'm gonna have to really... I need to be real careful. Okay, so Calm... I think I just start clicking Calm Mind here. Alright, another Gunk Shot miss. Really good for you, boy. Really, really, really good for you, boy. Ooh, man. Ooh, man, this is really gonna come down to the wire. Mandibuzz will not be able to tank a hit. This is, unfortunately, the strategy I have to rely on. How many Gunk Shots has this thing used? It's used a lot. It is definitely used a lot. I think what I'm going to have to do here is... Oh, God. I think I do have to click Moonlight here just in case they land this next move. This next move. They miss again, dude. Ah, man. Okay. I think that is their last gunk shot, though. I do think that is their last gunk shot. So I think what I'm going to have to do here is just keep setting up with Clefable. To get to the point where I can KO this thing. If I can get to a +3, that will hopefully KO. So Calm Mind here. They do land their last one, which is good for them. That's really good for them. I click Calm Mind here. I need to click Calm Mind 2 more times. And then take a hit from a Meloetta. That's probably Specs Modest. So this is going to be interesting. I really want to win this game, dude. I really, really want to win this game. I have to click Calm Mind at least one more time. And hope that Stored Power KOs. Tera Blast, that's going to do nothing. That actually does a chunk. Okay, here we go. It's going to come down to this roll, I think. I think it's going to come down to this. There's rolls. There's rolls! I hate rolls! Rolls suck. Rolls do suck indeed. And maybe it doesn't even matter. I don't know. It might not matter. I have a feeling it will matter, though. I think it might matter, unfortunately. Store Power, here we go. Let's hope to God. Knock off. Okay, yeah, that's going to really matter then. Okay, maybe Meloetta won't kill. Maybe we'll get a lucky crit. Maybe it won't kill Mandibuzz. I don't know. I'm not hopeful, dude. I'm really not hopeful. I'm really not hopeful, man. I'm really not hopeful. It's gonna KO me. It's gonna KO me. And I think we're gonna lose here, unfortunately. I think we do lose here. Which is very sad, just because of the hacks. Oh, man. I mean, my opponent also got hacked to death as well, but man. Alluring Voice. Okay, yeah, we definitely lose here. This thing was Specs for sure. GG's to my opponent. Really well played. Can't be mad. I really can't be mad. I just... crap, dude. Man, Volcanion getting crit. This is very unfortunate. Also, not getting the roll to KO Skuntank also was very unfortunate too. Yeah, both of those are unfortunately really, really bad for me, but dang it, dude. I was really hoping for a win. I was really hoping for a win. I really needed that. I really needed it. I needed something there. Oh, man. Crap. Really well played by my opponent. Cannot be mad at all. Yeah. GG's. GG's. I could have played safer. I should have just gone for the KO on the Rillaboom. I definitely should have just gone for the KO on Rillaboom. I was worried about a drum beating coming out in case the roll didn't happen. Because that was still a bit of a roll, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah, that's unfortunate, man. God. Oh, it sucks. It sucks a lot. That is quite unfortunate, but GG's again. Be sure to check out what WMAR down in the description below, as well as all the other coaches. They all deserve the love and respect that they deserve. GG's again to my opponent. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll see you dudes in the next video. Peace out, mates!